The time will come when good will be considered evil and evil will be considered good. The time's been here. I just did a story about an article of parents in Norwegian parents having their 6 children taken away from them for disciplining them. Now, this fits Isaiah 5 perfectly. That story I did of the Christian parents who disciplined their children biblically by not sparing the rod was considered abuse. Now let's fast forward over to this story where we have photos show kids lying atop a drag queen at library's drag queen story hour. Now, this is considered equality, this is considered pride, this is considered fairness. Okay, here we have pictures of a man dressed in drag. I mean, he looks like a monster. Okay, but it's a man laying on the floor, and these people have their children crawling on top of these men. Okay, this is not only pornographic, it's sick. Okay, look at this picture. Look at how these girls are just laying on top of this man. Okay, it's absolutely sick. And you have these parents sitting around smiling and looking at it as though it's just the greatest thing ever. Do you see how twisted this and sick this world is? Listen, we don't have much time. We don't have much time left. Okay? Because I remember when I was a child, if a parent had seen something like this, shotguns would have been pulled out. Okay? Somebody might have gotten shot. Okay? I'm talking the early mid 90s, even a little later than that. Okay? We fast forward to today, where if you were to come in and say anything about this, you could get arrested. They recently had I guess this transgender story time at a library. They had sniper rifles. They had police officers in a building across the street with sniper rifles that were prepared to shoot anyone who was in protest to this demonic situation. If any Christians had come and protested this situation, they may have been shot. The stories around the internet, you can find it. But this is how crazy this has become. You literally cannot say anything about this. Okay, you cannot protest this and be okay. You can be arrested. You can have charges placed against you. Let's see. I wouldn't let my kids crawl on top of random strangers, no matter how said strangers are dressed. Right, exactly. Okay, how is this appropriate in any situation? In any regard, how is this appropriate at all? Okay. Now, it's funny how something like this has to be, whenever it's under the guise of, drag queen day at a library, it's okay. But if you saw this out in public, you'd have an issue with it. I mean, it's sick. Even as day camp counselors 15 years ago, we were pretty careful trained about not giving kids piggyback rides or letting them sit on our laps. See, this is what I'm talking about. Okay. Even as daycare camp counselors 15 years ago, it's about the same time I was just referring to, we were pretty carefully trained about not giving kids piggyback rides or letting them sit on our laps. And if they asked for hugs, we took the side hug approach. See, that's my day. That's where I come from. Okay. Boundaries provided safety. Okay. There's no more boundaries. Anything goes. It's sexual. It's just perversion is what it is. It's just disgusting. Oh, man. Sick world, man. Sometimes it's like I can't believe the things I see. It's like, man, that's really going on? That's really legal? That's allowed? Wow. Children are not safe. They're not safe at all.